I hope I make it another day to RC. I got the Primal MT at home waiting for me. He's jacking up the car, guys. Jacking up the car. Awesome! Let's do a little more. This is kind of fun. This is like playing with your RCs on a whole different level here. What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is going to be the white shirt, large tire party. No invitation needed. If you're watching this, you're invited. You might be asking yourself, what's so cool about this tire? Yes, it's huge. I know that. In fact, I'm going to show you guys exactly how huge it is. This is a regular fit scale Baja tire. Look at that. It literally is the size of the wheel hub itself. It doesn't even come out of the tire. This is the Red Cat Racing Rampage MT tire, one of the largest RC specific tires you can get. Still, it is basically dwarfed by the Primal MT tire. This right here is a roll of Bounty. It is exactly the same size as the Primal MT tire. So in case you want to know and figure out in your daily life how big the tire actually is without watching this video, just go get yourself a fresh roll of Bounty paper towels. That's exactly the size of this tire. It has a basic chevron style. Now, I did some of my research online, you know, in between watching YouTube videos just like this.
Yeah, you like to eat. America loves to eat. So why not open up somewhere America can sit down, enjoy a meal, and get their feet rubbed? We'll fry anything you want for $5.99. As long as it's friable or edible, we're going to make it deliciable.
The real Monster Jam truck tire is 66 inches. This is 12 inches. This makes this almost 1/5 scale. It's only a little bit smaller than 1/5 scale. So once again, I measured the length in my previous video. I determined that yes, this in fact is exactly 1/5 the length of a real Monster Jam Raminator. And now even the tire matches the specs. I am very excited. But guys, there's a whole bunch of technology that goes into building a tire, just like on the Monster Jam trucks. We're gonna disassemble the wheel. I'm gonna remove the tire. We're gonna see what the foam actually looks like. But I just want you to take a look at this quick footage that I shot while driving up some curbs. As you watch it, notice how terrific the deflection of the sidewall of the tire is. Now, that is no easy feat. This actually is not a very heavy tire. The first truck in recorded history to ever have used giant monster truck tires like this with this particular diagonal design was Bigfoot. It appears that the driver of Bigfoot also owned a tractor, which makes sense because, guys, these are basically a tractor style tread design. They are very efficient at using, you know, the dirt that's around them to dig deep into the tire. They're relatively easy manufacture. The best quality about this is, and guys, Traxxas knows because the original T-Max also had the chevron style design. They are extremely long wearing and lasting style tread. Look at how beefy this thing is. The best tires actually, in my opinion, always have the chevron style design. I always like this. Now, of course, it might not be the best for, you know, top speed racing because they tend to be heavy. Sidewall is a key thing, and this truck really has a lot of technology in the tire. So right now, why don't we take this wheel off? I'm going to literally disassemble the foam, the inside of the wheel. I'm gonna remove everything. We're gonna look at it and examine it piece by piece and see what this thing has to offer inside. Time to remove the wheel. I got the wheel wrench right here. Got my jack all good to go. Let's jack this up. Yeah, look at that. Some jack action. Never thought I'd have to jack up an actual RC. Let's hope I don't need to break out the breaker bar. There we go. Yeah, see that? Yeah. Do a little more. This is kind of fun. This is like playing with your RCs on a whole different level here. The Primal MT mascot helped me jack up the car. Look at that. Now he's giving me 5. Look at that. He's giving me 5. Yeah, good job. Good job. Yeah, what's up, buddy? What's up? Before I disassemble the tire, just wanted to point out another interesting design feature. The beadlock ring on the front of the Primal MT tire and the ring on the back. They are identical. Really interesting because if you've ever had a Rovan or an HPI Baja style RC, you would know that those RCs have different beadlock rings. You see right here in the front, it is a completely different design than the one in the back. The rear one is, of course, a larger diameter. The front one is a smaller kind of diameter. This is the one from my Red Cat Racing Rampage. They are the same, but the wheel itself is a fairly terrible design. Here is a wheel that is destroyed from my Red Cat Racing Rampage. It is clearly pretty destroyed. So this one had a blowout, was pretty high RPM, and it looks like the tire itself just, you know, blew apart. A piece of the foam also flew out, but I gotta say, the design of this tire is not as good as this one. So this is about half of the weight of the Primal, but the size comparison, it is definitely more than twice the volume in terms of displacement than this particular one. Time to remove the outer beadlock ring. You can simply just use a drill like I am. With all the screws removed, the front beadlock ring should just come off. Yep, there it goes, easy as that. And I can remove the rear one and we can see what's inside this tire. Of course, it's gonna be foam, nothing exceptional there. But what's it gonna look like and what color is it? The rear beadlock ring also just comes right off. Here we go. They are exactly the same as I said before. This makes it very easy in case you destroy or ruin anything. You could just simply reuse some of your hardware. I like this design feature. The beadlock rings are removed. At this point, I gotta figure out a creative way of removing the tire without damaging the foam. I'm kinda thinking there's gonna be some kind of surprise inside this tire. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a single piece foam like on this Red Cat Racing Rampage foam that I have. So this was a blowout. Apparently just, just the tire itself just blew apart. The foam came out, boom, there you go. You got a blowout, that's what happens. In this case, we're gonna find out. Maybe there's some kind of clever trick up Primal MT's sleeve. So far, I've seen pretty cool, unique design features and tricks used throughout the entire design of this RC. Let's see if I could even remove this. So, I mean, the sidewall has a good amount of compression. I already like that because this is really what provides a lot of the absorption and shock dampening. This is a brand new Red Cat wheel, so this one I can barely squeeze, the sidewall on this tire. I'm pressing it pretty good right now, and it really isn't that flexible at all. Now, of course, it goes without saying that the sidewall on a Baja style tire doesn't pretty much compress at all, but that's fine. This one provides a lot of dampening. You see that? Guys, I could literally press the entire wheel within itself. It's pretty freaking nice, kind of like the Monster Jam style trucks. I like that. See if I could slide the hub out. Maybe I could slide it out like this. Not working. Maybe I could push it out from this side. This might be the trick. There you go. Here we go. Oh, I'm sweating out here already. Alright, seems like it's coming out here slowly. There we go. Question is, will I be able to put this back in? But that doesn't matter. That's the kind of stuff I do for you guys, right? Give myself a hard time. Alright, here is the wheel itself. It is freaking thick. Look at the size of the wheel compared to the entire Rovan Baja style wheel. It's basically twice the diameter. The foam itself, I already see a little bit surprised. You guys see that? It is cut in the middle there. This is not actually the middle, it's just a piece of the foam. Now typically foams are just a single piece that goes all around the wheel itself, slides on, boom, there you go. This is still a one-piece foam design. This might be a cool design feature that's meant to assist in the assembly of the wheel. Let's see how it's gonna turn out for me. Oh man, this wheel has a lot of sidewall to it. I'm just gonna press it like this. Here you go, guys. A look inside the wheel itself. Pretty much typical as you would expect. A whole bunch of rubber inside, no other surprises. I'm not sure if I can even remove this foam. It seems to be pretty well seated in here. I don't want to remove and distort the wheel. This is the thickness of the foam inside the wheel. I'm not gonna be removing it because I don't want to destroy any of this. This is kind of dense and tight over here. But guys, look at how soft this foam is. I really like it. So this is literally what's providing us a lot of the cushion when the truck is landing on its wheel. This is where the magic happens. I'd be pretty interested to see what this tire will perform like with a nice set of memory foam inside. Maybe if I get an old mattress somewhere, I'll make up some foams for myself, because this is probably just a sheet of foam that you can roll out like this and pack it in there. Once again, pretty interesting design. Honestly, I think you could actually make your own foams for this RC tire. Never before have I ever thought or wanted to make foams for my fit scale RCs, but in this case, it might actually give you some tuning performance, and honestly, I think it would be kind of cool. So there it is, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Right now, let's take a little bit of a detour. I'm going to show you what I do in my spare time sometimes. If you ever wondered what the symbol of American capitalism looks like, it's right behind me. I know, that's pretty funny. Check that out. This is what I get to see on my way home from work every single day. It's been a long day of work for me. I know I've been slacking on my YouTube videos. I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. One of my favorite YouTube viewers, Carl Brian Dizon. It's really hard to stand here on the New York City subway. We're in a tunnel right now. And another shout out to a guy I did a beach cleanup with recently. I'm actually going to put some footage in there because I am the eco-friendly RC gentleman. Just two bros. What's up, man? When you're the true RC eco-friendly gentleman, sometimes you gotta take time out of your day RCing and lifting weights to do a park beach cleanup. I am over here at Buono Beach in Staten Island, New York. There's a giant group of people. We're gonna do a little bit of a beach cleanup right now, get some of that trash in the bins where it belongs, and then we're probably gonna ship and pay for it to a different state. But hey, that's as much as I can do as a consumer and end user. Let's get this beach cleanup going.
Fresh water's coming down the Hudson. The tide is pushing salt water up. All right, and they meet. What actually happens, salt water is heavier, salt water goes under, the fresh water goes on top, and it mixes a little in the middle. And mixed water, fresh and salt, is called brackish water, and it's a special thing. Oysters were all over. Every street had an oyster bar, 2 or 3 of them, and you go down, you get a beer, and you get a dish of oysters, because there were just so many oysters. Then the oysters disappeared. How come? What do you think? What happened? Well, we can't eat as many oysters as nature could make. What happened is the water got dirty. So we had storm sewers and poop sewers. They would meet, and this pipe would now go out to the ocean. So that's where your carrot ended up. All our poop went into the Hudson River, went into New York Bay.
This is the journey I have in front of me. A whole bunch of rocky coastland leading up to the beautiful Verrazano Bridge. Right over here on the right, we have a historic house. This is called the Alice Austin House. It is actually now a museum. I've been inside. It's a house from the mid-18th century, from when a person used to live here and then take a boat all the way to Manhattan. On the other side right over here, you could see Manhattan all the way there in the distance. A little bit of a foggy day today, but it's really nice. There's a giant group of, looks like some kind of Cub Scouts, Eagle Scouts. I'm not sure who these are, but there's some kind of scouts, and then of course we have me. That's all you need to get the beach clean. Of course, if I could drive my Primal MT over these giant rocks and boulders right now, I would get some graph action going on too. I found the American symbol of capitalism. A freaking Budweiser beer can, the king of beers. I'm not a drinker, but I'm not quite sure if this actually is the king of beers. I'm going on a trash picking adventure, guys. This is some treacherous footing. This is some of the stuff you gotta do in order to clean the environment. Look at this piece of trash we got. It's a giant tugboat rope. Gotta carry this all the way back over there. A whole team and myself are carrying this. It's slippery. I hope I make it another day to RC. I got the Primal MT at home waiting for me. Put some thread lock in that bad boy. And now I'm carrying this giant rope right over here. Man, terrific Sunday, what can I say? If you guys want a nice team building exercise, go carry yourself some trash on a Sunday morning.
Go get it, Dimitri, let's see.
I got this giant...
Yeah, come on.
What's this called?
Tugboat rope.
I got this giant tugboat rope. Oh my God. I can't even fully lift it.
Yes, you can.
So far, here's some of the trash that's been collected. There's gonna be a lot more. There's Jimmy, president of the Natural Resources Protective Association. Thank him, everybody. He's the most responsible for putting all of this together. He said, thank you, guys.
We got to get that tugboat rope over here, too.
Gotta get the rope now. Gonna get the rope. We got one of the volunteers with Jimmy here, the president of Natural Resources Protective Association, helping us take some of this trash out, chopping up this wood so we can put it all in the pile. Check out this giant rope.
Making it manageable. That's it.
Yeah, he's making it manageable. Gotta throw the trash out. Sometimes you gotta pack it up to pack it into bags, right?
Pack fair and square.
That's right, pack fair and square. Just like when you're making a pizza, you don't want to skimp on the toppings on the pizza.
Yeah, man.
Chopping it up.